Last weekend at the Anaheim Convention Center, I want to say,
Yes.
was an annual conference called the National Association of Music Merchants Convention, known as the NAMM Show. And this is everything that has to do with people playing music. This is musical instruments. This is DJ equipment, software, synthesizers.
Just to save you some time, Bean.
Yeah.
Muggs does go over that in the intro.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
And Muggs was amongst the crowd down there doing interviews for us.
Mm-hmm. One day he was leaving, and I said, "Where are you going?" He said, "I'm going to NAMM." And I was like, "Oh, what's the plan?" And he goes, "I don't know." So that's what you're about to hear.
Oh.
All right.
Now, I'm going to play this intro as a whole piece. You're going to want to stop and hear it over again, probably 12 or 15 times during it.
Okay.
But as a whole piece, it really stands
Okay.
kind of as a masterpiece. This is the introduction of Beer Mug at NAMM.
What's up, everybody? Beer Mug here. I wasn't even looking at the camera. What's up, everybody? Beer Mug here at the NAMM Convention. Everything music, electronics, staging, lighting, acoustics, whatever you need, they got it here. And as you all know, I'm a drummer, so that's what I'm going to be interested in. What's up, everybody? Beer Mug here at the NAMM Convention 2016. They have everything when it comes to music, lighting, electronics, computer programs, staging, whatever you need, they got it. Especially drums. What's up, everybody? Blah, 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 blah. Hey, everybody. Beer Mug here at the 2016 NAMM Music Convention. They got everything when it comes to music, lighting, other things.
Okay.
What's up, everybody? This is going to be rough. It's going to be a rough day.
No, keep going.
What's up, everybody? Jesus. I can't say those words together. What's up, everybody? Beer Mug here at the 2016 NAMM Convention. They have everything when it comes to music, lighting, DJ accessories, electronics, and, of course, the good old acoustic instruments. What's up, everybody?
So close.
What's up, everybody? Beer Mug here at the 2016 NAMM Music Convention. They have everything when it comes to music, lighting, staging equipment, computer programs, and, of course, the one thing that I'm interested in, drums.
You did it!
Okay, all right.
And that was it. That was my coverage of NAMM.
Did it! Good boy. All right. Now, tell us which actual drummer you ran into.
I ran in to the Social Distortion drummer and the old drummer for Beastie Boys and now drummer for Go-Go Bordello.
Now, here's what I love. Muggs asks a question here. Actually asks a question.
Mm-hmm.
And then David, the guy that he's talking to, gives an answer. And then Muggs is really quick to jump in with his own because he didn't care what David's answer was. He had his answers in his head.
Yeah, he was just waiting to share. Okay.
It was just like a pause for him to take a breath so that he could then answer his own question.
Look who I found. It's David, the drummer of Social Distortion. Holy crap, David. How you doing, man?
Good, doing good.
How long you been in NAMM?
For about 45 minutes.
45 minutes. How you like it so far? We're in your section, the drum section.
Looks nice. Lots of merch.
Who do you look up to when it comes to drumming? Who's your idol?
My number one is Mitch Mitchell.
I like Mike Portnoy.
Portnoy's great.
And who else is a real? Oh, Neil Peart.
Neil Peart's great too. I mean, those are givens.
Why? How come you...
Why wouldn't the follow-up have been, hey, Mitch Mitchell, tell us why?
Or anything else related to something he's saying?
You guys are really going to question me on why I didn't ask a follow-up question?
Well, I mean, you asked a pretty good question.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a pretty good question for you, which is, who do you respect? Who do you look up to? Who's your idol? And he gives one name. I imagine there's more names. I imagine there's reasons why. I imagine there's anywhere you could go except for who you love.
Well, it just seems like this is an opportunity, especially you as a drummer. You're talking to a professional drummer about drumming. It seems like this would be an opportunity for you to learn from him rather than for him to learn from you.
You guys would think, but look who you're dealing with. And then the funny thing is I had no idea who Mitch Mitchell was, so that would have been a good follow-up question.
Hendrix is
I
drummer.
had no idea. Now I know.
Wait, so he said David. So was it a I'm embarrassed, I don't know who that is, so I'm going to talk about.
I think so. That's how I handle it. If I don't know something, I just move on.
Oh, man. He's patterning himself right after me. All right. You guys know how...
the broadcast legend he grew up with, Kevin.
You guys know the weird phenomena that happens when Muggs it's sort of a question, but it's a long rant. I mean, it's basically a filibuster in Congress. He's just talking and talking. I don't think he has a question in mind when he begins, and he's just talking while he's trying to figure out what the question is.
I love that.
There's only one more piece, and this is Beer Mug at the 2016 NAMM Awards.
The year was 1999. I bought my first drum set. It was a Tama Star Classic, and I bought it used.
All right, who are we talking to here?
This is the sales representative for Tama, for the entire nation, Tama Drums.
Oh, that
he was
poor
hanging
bastard.
This is what makes this guy hate his job. Yep, here we go.
The year was 1999. I bought my first drum set. It was a Tama Star Classic, and I bought it used for about $900 from this really spoiled kid whose parents bought it for him in high school, and he didn't want it anymore, so I got a good deal for $900.
Right. That's a great deal. Yeah.
Played it through high school. Great. It's like a beige color, nice. You know, you're familiar with Star Classic, of course. Well, very nice. So I played all throughout high school. Was in like 5 bands.
This guy must be going, how much backstory do I need about this drum set of yours?
I love it. He's like, you're familiar with what you sell.
Bugs, why did you think, I don't know where this is going, and maybe you don't either, but why did you think he cared what drums you played in high school and where you bought them?
Yeah, and the kid was rich, you threw in there, and he didn't really take good care of him, you threw in there. You had so many parts of the story that are irrelevant.
I wanted to make sure he had all the details
Right.
to give me the right answer.
Okay, now
All right, so we are leading to the question.
Yes.
now
Okay.
I'm going to play the rest of it, and
Yeah.
then you guys are going to understand what the question is.
Okay.
It's been sitting in my shed for the last, I gotta say, 7 years. Is that a bad thing? Is it gonna be totally? Am I gonna be afraid to take it out? It's in hefty bags. I've been wanting to take it out. It's in the back of the shed, by the way. So there's tons of other stuff that I need to move to get to it.
Yeah, you got to get those out.
So I wanted to ask a pro at Tama,
Yeah.
how afraid I should be to get it out. Beautiful kit.
What color did you say? It was a
It's like a natural, like beige kind of, like the kid who had them in high school
All right,
didn't
let's-
take care of them
oh
at
my
all. So there's a
God.
couple scratches
Let's
on
not
the
go
wood.
back to that.
But other than that, man, I mean, they're a great kit.
Right. Ask a question.
It's what is it, 6-piece?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
What's your
And
question?
I got to take it. I just want to ask you
Yeah, absolutely.
first.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
That's it.
His question is, should I take my drums out of storage?
Yes.
He's got a lot of stuff in front of him.
Yeah.
So that he'd have
And they're in
to
the back of the
move
shed,
that.
Kevin, too.
Yeah.
Remember that.
long
Yeah.
masterpiece led up to, should I take my drums out of the attic?
See, what happened was in me telling that story, I kind of forgot the other part of the question,
Okay.
which was, are they going to be in good shape?
How does he know that? He doesn't know what shape they were in when you put them in the attic.
I told him they were in great shape.
You're so Muggsy.